The night the baby was born, the gods of the land went silent. By morning, 2 graves were already waiting, and the woman who cried the loudest was the one who poisoned them. This is the story of love, tradition, and a secret that destroyed a whole lineage.
In the quiet Igbo village of Umokorie, where palm trees whispered old secrets and ancestors were believed to sit in judgment from the earth, lived a man named Udoka. Udoka was not poor, he was not wicked, and he was not foolish. But Udoka had one problem that followed him like a shadow. After 10 years of marriage, there was no child. His wife, Òjugo, was the woman everyone admired. She was beautiful in a soft way, calm, respectful, the kind of woman elders used as an example when scolding other wives. And Udoka loved her with a love that shocked his people. When his mother first suggested, "Nwamo, take another wife," Udoka refused. When his uncles gathered one night and said, "A man without a son is already dead," Udoka stood up and walked out. He would rather offend the living than betray the woman he loved. But tradition is patient. Years passed, and slowly the village began to whisper, "Who will pour libation for Udoka when he dies? Who will inherit his father's land? Will his compound turn to bush?" In Igbo tradition, a man without a male child does not just die, his lineage dies with him. And that fear, that ancient fear, began to eat Òjugo alive. At night, when Udoka slept peacefully beside her, Òjugo lay awake, staring into the darkness. She loved her husband, but she loved survival more. One evening, after another visit from Udoka's family, full of insults disguised as advice, Òjugo made a decision she would later beg the gods to undo. She went back to her father's village and returned with a young woman named Òlamma. Òlamma was barely 20, quiet, hard-working, innocent in the way village girls still were. Òjugo told everyone the same story. "She is only here to help me with chores." Udoka hesitated, but he trusted his wife. That was his greatest mistake. Days turned to weeks. Òlamma cooked, fetched water, swept the compound. She slept in a small room behind the house. And slowly, Òjugo began to watch. She watched how Udoka laughed when Òlamma served food. She watched how his eyes followed her without meaning to. She watched how fate opened doors without asking permission. Then, one night, during the new moon, Òjugo prepared soup. She added herbs that were not for sickness. That night, Udoka drank palm wine and felt his body grow heavy. Òlamma ate and felt her head spin. Before either of them could understand what was happening, sleep swallowed them. What happened next was not love. It was not desire. It was a crime arranged by tradition and sealed by silence. By morning, Òjugo was already awake, watching, planning, praying it worked. Weeks later, Òlamma began to vomit. Months later, her stomach refused to hide the truth. She was pregnant. When Òjugo confirmed it, she fell to her knees, not in gratitude, but in fear. She called Òlamma and held her hands. "Please, for the sake of my marriage, keep this secret. When the child is born, everything will be fine." Òlamma agreed. She did not know Òjugo's heart. Udoka found out later, and when he did, the house shook with anger. He shouted, he broke his stool. He asked Òjugo how she could betray him. Òjugo cried. She knelt. She said the words that broke his resistance. "It was for us, for your name, for your father's grave." Udoka went silent. And silence is often consent dressed in shame.
The pregnancy changed everything. The village began to suspect, but no one spoke openly. Òlamma was hidden indoors. Udoka avoided her eyes. And Òjugo began to change. At night, she would touch her stomach and whisper, "That child should have been mine." When the labor pains started, rain fell heavily, the kind elders say means blood has offended the land. Òlamma screamed. Udoka paced. Òjugo prayed louder than anyone. By dawn, a baby boy was born. The cry of the child echoed through the compound. A male child, a lineage saver. Udoka wept. For the first time in years, he felt complete. He named the child Chukwudi. God exists. Even Òjugo smiled. She carried the baby, fed him, sang to him, but inside her, something dark was growing.
People began to whisper again. They say the child looks like Òlamma. They say the real mother is suffering. And one evening, Òjugo overheard something that froze her blood. Udoka telling his friend, "No matter what, the boy will grow in this house. Òlamma will remain here." That night, Òjugo did not sleep. She realized the truth. She had saved the lineage, but lost her husband. In her mind, there was only one solution. She prepared food again, just like before. But this time, it was not herbs, it was poison. She served Òlamma with love in her voice. Òlamma ate. Later, she breastfed her child. By midnight, her stomach twisted. She screamed. Udoka ran out. By the time help arrived, Òlamma was already foaming at the mouth. The baby cried. Then slowly, the cry weakened. By morning, two bodies lay still. Mother, child. The village went mad. Udoka lost his senses. He tore his clothes. He called Òlamma's name until his voice died. And Òjugo fainted dramatically. But the gods do not sleep. An elder noticed the pattern. The herbs, the food, the timing. Under pressure, Òjugo confessed. The wail that followed shook Umuokori. She was banished. Udoka lost everything. No child, no wife, no lineage, just silence. Till today, elders say, tradition without wisdom is poison. Love forced by fear destroys everyone. Traditions meant to preserve life must never demand innocent blood, and secrets always return